This is Dave Rogie here for Lakeland Sports Blog, and I'm out here this afternoon with the GOAT varsity baseball team and head of operations, Tom Gormley. Tom, tell us, I know this is kind of a new role. Coach Papsideros has instilled it as part of the structure of what he wants to do. Tell us a little bit about your role and kind of the values of it to the coach.
I basically take care of all the operational, administrative things, so a coach doesn't have to deal with it. Everything from logistics to bus schedules to making sure the kids are legit and they're eligible to play. Academics plays a huge role. If you're not getting good grades, you're not playing baseball. And we really harp on that a lot. So I keep up on the kids, make sure that they're staying honest and working hard, and as hard as they do in school as they do on the ball field, and we're having fun out here.
Part of his mantra, if you will, is that he really wants to build character in these young men.
Yes, sir, he does.
How does he go about that? Tell us a little bit about what you've observed.
I would have to say the biggest thing is accountability. Holding people accountable for their performance, what they're doing on and off the field, and all the way down to the freshmen. We like to think that we're training young men here and not kids. Yeah, it's still fun, and we have more fun the more accountable people are, and they take care of each other. We take care of each other as a whole team, the coaches and the players. And it's creating a whole different culture for baseball. It's just not about JV and varsity and getting to play baseball. It's about life.
And that's so important these days. Quickly, and then I'll let you get away. I noticed this last week as you and I had kind of had some communication. You also do some work with the JV. This is not just a varsity role, is it, for you?
No, it's baseball community in general. As far as the JV and the varsity during high school baseball season, I take care of, I keep book for both the varsity and the JV. So I travel with the JV when we don't have things going on here with the varsity. And this year it just so happens that we have almost all away JV games, and they're separate from when the varsity's playing. So I'm lucky and fortunate enough to be at all of the events, and
Terrific.
I just love it.
That's great. Well, Tom, we can certainly congratulate you on that opportunity. We're grateful that Coach Papsideros has worked so hard with these kids. And, he's only been here a couple of years, but what a difference you can see just in the attention to what they're doing on the field and not any horseplay. They seem to be really knuckled down and working on every aspect of their game, and that's so important. And so with you and with the other members of this group, I'm sure you guys got great things ahead of you.
We do. It's going to be an exciting rest of the season, and hopefully, and I'm very confident by the time we hit league play, we're going to be kicking some butt out there.
And I noticed I remember you mentioning that you felt that they were going to win some ball games, that you guys expected some pretty exciting stuff. So we'll be here and try to catch some of it with you and share some of the news with our listeners and our watchers.
Thanks for the support. Go Goats.
You bet. Thanks, Tom.
You bet.
Talk to you again soon. Dave Rogie here with Tom Gormley for Lake Chelan Sports Blog, and that is associated with social media and the school's Facebook and so on. So that's what we do. We're out here to share with you about these kids. You heard him say these are young men, not boys. These aren't children. These aren't kids. These are young men. So something to be very proud of, and the program is something I'm sure that Coach Papsideros expects to hold his head up high with. This is Dave here once again with the Sports Blog. I'm out here this afternoon, as I said, with the baseball team. I've got on my right Luke Gleesman. On my left, I've got Jack Austin, two of the upperclassmen on the team. Luke's certainly a senior, and Jack, I believe you're a junior this year. Is that correct? First, let's talk to Jack, because Jack's a new face on the camera. Jack, tell us a little bit about your role here on the baseball team.
I'm a pitcher. And then I play some outfield.
So your primary role is pitch, though.
Yeah.
And have you had some opportunities to get on the mound so far this year?
I have.
How's it going for you so far?
It's been up and down a little bit.
All right. But the program is kind of that way. You guys kind of expect that this time of the season, don't you? Your goal is to be ready, I'm sure, for CTL when it comes around, and post play if you get there. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about you get a chance to bat. You guys don't have designated hitters or anything, do you?
Nope.
So you get up and get to slap that ball around a little bit.
Yep.
What do you think about this team so far, in your impression, Jack? Just kind of a general idea of how you see things going, and are you feeling good about the direction that the team is moving?
I think we'll be fine. we're hitting the ball pretty well. And we have good defense. And I think we'll just go up from there.
Super. That's great. Good deal. Well, let's take a minute now with senior member of the ball club, Luke Gleesman, and of course he's no stranger to this camera. So, Luke, let's talk for just a minute about your role. I know you catch. Is there another role that you particularly perform at?
No, I'll be the catcher pretty much throughout the year.
That's a tough job being squatted all the time. You're a big guy. Does that kind of play heck with your knees a little bit? Do you ever feel that? Just exactly what's it like for you back there?
Oh yeah, I guess after a while my knees on a long doubleheader, they'll kind of get a little sore, and I have to ice them when I go home. But nothing new to me.
Sure. Now, Coach Pap, he's one of those guys out here who's got some major league experience. Do you feel like he's running you guys through some of that stuff? Do you feel like maybe you're not necessarily grooming, but at the same time you're getting a lot of the same kind of programming, the same kind of drills that you do and so on? Or is this, what do you think about it?
I think he does have kind of those high expectations because of that, but he does also expect a lot of the basics to be done with, and he does coach us the basic fundamentals, and that's what he expects from us, is to get those basic fundamentals down.
He looks like he's got himself pretty well focused in on what's going on out there. Is he a pretty much nose of the grindstone when he's out here type of coach?
Oh yeah, he's got his game plan, he's got his practice plans down, and that's definitely, we stick to that.
Now, he doesn't look like, in years past when I've done this stuff, I've seen guys and there's been a lot of horseplay. Don't see much of that. Is he pretty regimented when it comes to things like that?
Oh yeah, he definitely, we come out here and that's compete, and that's what he expects, and that's what we do.
And what do you think? You've been playing now for 4 years. What are your thoughts about this team right now? And give just kind of in general, what do you see?
Well, I think a few years ago we were definitely competing at the CTL, and then we did hit a little drop off where we were kind of losing games, but weren't really competing very well. And we're definitely climbing back up again since he's been here, competing and winning some ball games.
Are you finding? Are you guys playing a little tougher pre-season stuff to kind of help you get ready for CTL, or is it just all over the board?
Both. We do, we have a lot of competition that do come here. Like we played one of the best teams in the state last weekend. We did compete with them until the very end, and they kind of pulled away. But, I think we're just competing, and that's where he wants to focus on.
Great. Well, Luke, I'll let you guys get back to practice. Thanks for taking some time out for me. I know that there's a lot going on, and certainly we look forward to keeping in touch with you and with all the guys as the season progresses, and wish you the best.
All right, thank you.
You bet. This is Dave Rogie here with Jack Austin and Luke Gleesman for Lake Chelan Sports Blog and the baseball team. Guys, thanks and good luck.
Thank you.